Shabbat Shalom, everyone. My name is Cantor Geniene Shelley. There are so many wonderful options in our community for beautiful services for all occasions. However, because of the pandemic, we are unable to go into our houses of worship. So I thought that together with Williams Island, we could create a medley of Shabbat music from the Friday night service, so that while you are eating your dinner at home, you can feel part of a Shabbat service. I hope that you enjoy these melodies and you sing along with Benny Slapak and I, and that your homes are filled with peace, good health, and lots of love from us here at Williams Island. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom. Preparing for prayer. Every single word is a whole world. When a person stands up to pray and recites the words of the prayers, she is gathering beautiful flowers and blossoms, one by one, until they make a bunch. Then he picks more one by one, until they make another bunch, and then she puts them together. So he goes on, picking and gathering more and more lovely bouquets. She goes on picking one after another to make another lovely bouquet. So it is in prayer. One goes from letter to letter until several letters are joined together to make a syllable. One does the same to make whole words. Then one joins two words and goes on, picking and gathering, until one completes a whole blessing. Rebbe Nachman of Braslav. May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Favor them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's way. The Lecha Dodi prayer, one of the most loved and the most known. Come, my beloved, to meet the bride, the Kala. Let us welcome the presence of the Shabbat. Keep and remember the Shabbat. Shake yourself free from the dust of the week, dress in a garment of splendor, and rise to welcome the Shabbat bride. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, v'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi likrat Kala, v'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha Dodi Shabbat nikabela. Shahamor v'zachor v'dibur echad. Hishmi'anu el ha'meyuchad. Adonai echad u'shemo echad. L'shemu tiferet v'lithilah. Shabbat nikabela lihikrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha ki mekor habiracha mehirosh mikedem nesucha sof ma'aseh b'machshav techila lecha lecha dodi dodi lecha dodi likrat kala. Shabbat nikabela Yahamim usmol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai tareritzi al yad ish ben partzi v'nismecha v'nahagila lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela bo'ui v'shalom ahateret bala gam b'simcha uv'tzola tochemunei am segula bo'ui chala lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nikabela. One of the beautiful psalms from the Friday night service is Psalm 93. The Song of the Grasses. Know that each and every shepherd has his own tune. Know that each and every grass has its own song. And from the Song of the Grasses, the tune of the shepherd is made. How beautiful and pleasant to hear their song. It is very good to pray among them and to serve God in joy. And from the Song of the Grasses, the heart fills and yearns. And when the heart is filled by the song and yearns for the land of Israel, a great light is drawn forth and goes from the land's holiness unto it. And from the Song of the Grasses, the tune of the heart is made. Rebbe Nachman of Breslov. Mikalot mahim rabim adirim ishpereyam ahatir b'marom Adonai b'hamaron Adonai beautiful Ahavat Olam talks about God's love for Israel. Your love, Adonai, is reflected in our ability to love. Your compassion is reflected in the lives of the compassionate. Our ancestors were such people through their vision of you. They learned the laws of life, and we ask that we may be worthy to learn them too. Merciful One, open up our hearts and praise to you, dear God, who gives the Torah to his people Israel with the blessing of love. Rabbi Arthur Green. The Shema, the central prayer of Judaism, declaring our love and our belief in one God. Hear, O Israel, the divine abounds everywhere and dwells in everything. The many are one, loving life and its mysterious source with all our heart, with all our spirit, all our senses, and our strength. We take upon ourselves and into ourselves these promises: to care for the earth and for those who live on it, to pursue justice and peace, to love kindness and compassion. We will teach these words to our children throughout the passages of the day, as we dwell in our homes, as we go on our journeys, from time that we rise up to the time we go to sleep. And may our actions be faithful to our words, that our children's children may live to know truth and kindness. Peace and justice has kissed together and are now one. Marcia Falk. Shema. Hashkivenu prayer, where we ask God that when we lie down at night, that we shall awaken to a beautiful tomorrow. We pray together as a community so that we ask that the peace that may not be around us be put into our hearts, and as people we carry around this peace and share it with each other. Hashkivenu. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Ushmor tzeitzenu uvaweinu l'chaim u'shalom me'ata v'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom v'hamidenu malkeinu l'chaim. V'shamru, the Israelite people shall keep the Shabbat, observing the Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It shall be a sign between me and the people of Israel, for in 6 days God made the heaven and the earth, and on the 7th day God ceased from work and was refreshed. V'shamru. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Beini uvein b'nei Yisrael oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Ki sheishet yamim asah Adonai, asah Adonai et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Uvayom hashvi Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash, Shabbat vayinafash. V'shamru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat ledorotam berit olam. Shalom Rav. May there be peace in Israel, all the world. May we be blessed and feel peace within our hearts and our souls, and create peace in our own world, so that this peace can go out into the world and be there for each other, especially during this very difficult time. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Hashalom ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael amcha tasim leolam. V'tov beinecha levarech et amacha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. L'dor vador, from generation to generation. This pasuk, this paragraph, is part of the Amidah, and it declares how important one generation is to the next, to keep our traditions and our love of Judaism alive. This first L'dor vador was written by Meir Finkelstein. L'dor vador, l'dor vador, l'dor vador nagigot lecha ulenetzach netzachim, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nahaktish. L'dor vador, l'dor vador, l'dor vador nagigot lecha ulenetzach netzachim, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nahakdish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu mipinu lo yamush le'olam va'ed. Ki hamelech gadol, ki hamelech gadol v'kadosh ata. L'dor vador, l'dor vador, l'dor vador nagigot lecha ulenetzach netzachim, ulenetzach netzachim kedushatcha nahakdish. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. This Lador Vador by Craig Taubman talks about from generation to generation and our responsibility to transmit our traditions to one another. Great-grandparents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, brothers, and sisters, from one generation to the next. Our beautiful memories that we create now shall go on through the generations. Lador Vador. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nagdish. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nagdish. V'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam vaed. V'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam vaed. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Lador Vador, Nagid Godlecha. Ulenetzach netzachim, kedushatcha nagdish. Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. The Misha Berach prayer, the prayer for healing, refuah shalema, that those who are suffering either emotionally, physically, spiritually, we ask God to give their body a full and speedy recovery. So when I do this blessing, please insert the name or names of those that you're thinking of in your heart. And together, we ask, dear God, please put the right people in their lives to help them get well. And let us say, Amen. Beirach Avoteinu, Mekor HaBracha Beimoteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Beirach Imoteinu, Mekor HaBracha Lavoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Benny Slapak and I would like to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom, and it's been wonderful to go into your homes. You're all in our hearts, and we are ending this beautiful medley of Shabbat songs with Hine Matov Umanaim. Please join with us. Hine Matov Umanaim, Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanaim. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hinei Ma Tov U'ma Na'im. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hinei Ma Tov U'ma Na'im. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad, Hinei Ma Tov U'ma Na'im. Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Shabbat Shalom.